A secret audio tape obtained by Florida Politics includes a major Ron DeSantis donor explaining how he deliberately misleads pro-choice Republicans on Ron DeSantis' radical and extreme abortion record. The deception, he said, is used during micro-targeting phone calls to the donor class.
So when you're talking to a pro-choice donor, I don't think you just sort of go by and say, look, abortion is legal in Florida. Okay, it is legal in Florida in most of the situations. When people have a situation with an unwanted or an unprotected sex situation, they're going to use the chemical abortifacient, right? So you can come right at them and say it is legal in Florida. Now it is limited. It's limited. You have to be responsible about it. This is a major step forward for the Republican Party in terms of moving to the middle on the abortion issue. Abortion is safe, legal, and rare in Florida.
The only accurate thing he said was that abortion is rare in Florida, and it's rare because DeSantis just signed a draconian law banning most abortions in the state after 6 weeks. Former Nevada State GOP chairperson Amy Tarkanian responded to DeSantis' law. She said, quote, "Wow, a lot of people don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks. I'm pro-life, but that's pretty extreme." Senate Democratic leader Lauren Book blasted the new law. She said, quote, "Florida's new abortion ban turns back the clock on women's rights and essential freedoms, bringing the government into exam rooms and criminalizing women and their doctors over private health care decisions." Yeah, she's right. The idea that abortion in Florida is safe is preposterous. In one tragic account, a woman was forced to give birth to baby Milo, an infant born without kidneys and lungs that were underdeveloped. The baby lived for only 99 minutes. The Washington Post reported, quote, "The cause of unnecessary suffering for baby Milo and his family was a Florida law that doctors said prevented them from terminating the pregnancy, even though it was clear the condition would be fatal." Peter Rogel, the dead baby's grandfather, said, quote, "To me, it's just pure torture. The law has created torture." That's the reality of the abortion nightmare in Florida, not the fake account given by DeSantis' donor. Oh, by the way, if you want this shirt, because so many people are asking, go to littledicron.com. That's littledicron.com and go to our store, and you can get an Abort the GOP t-shirt for yourself and your loved ones. The Florida law also seeks to humiliate women. It includes a narrow abortion exception clause for victims of rape or incest for up to 15 weeks. However, it deliberately hassles women by requiring them to prove it by providing a copy of the restraining order, police report, medical record, or other documents. DeSantis is forcing traumatized or abused women to jump through bureaucratic hoops in what is probably the worst moment of their lives. So no, abortion is absolutely not safe, and it's only legal in the narrowest possible way in the state of Florida. On reproductive choice, Ron DeSantis is behaving like the most cynical of serpents. He knows that the abortion issue is electoral poison. It will likely sink any candidate who wins the GOP nomination. That's why he signed his 6-week forced birth on demand law at 11 p.m. in the dead of night. He hoped that most voters were asleep and weren't paying attention. Hey, Ron, we paid attention, and we're going to let the entire world know about your extreme position on abortion. State Representative Anna Escamani nailed Ron's slippery position. She said, quote, "DeSantis is a coward who doesn't want Floridians to know about his extreme anti-abortion platform, which is why he signed this bill as quickly as possible and with no press coverage." Little Dick Ron, short for Little Dictator, is so terrified of the political fallout, he didn't even mention his new abortion law the day after he signed it when he was speaking at ultra-conservative Liberty University, which was founded by Jerry Falwell. The New York Times reported, quote, "Mr. DeSantis' brief comments on abortion underscore his general hesitancy to speak about the issue in visits to key states ahead of his presidential run. On the trail, his remarks about the ban are usually limited to a single line in his roughly 45-minute stump speech. A single line. And I thought Ron DeSantis said he was a fighter. DeSantis' cowardice stems from his understanding that his position runs afoul of public opinion. A University of North Florida poll found that 75% of state residents in Florida either somewhat or strongly opposed a 6-week ban, including 61% of Republicans. Ron DeSantis and his wealthy surrogates taped at the Four Seasons Hotel can run, but they cannot hide. The governor's position on reproductive freedom is right-wing and it is radical. It is so out there that he will have a difficult time winning over moderate swing voters in a general election. Once voters know his actual position, these folks will conclude that they cannot vote for Radical Ron. They will join millions of people that believe it's time to abort the GOP,